Who are the 2024 Pittsburgh Steelers after 10 weeks as they head into week 11? And what is this team all about as they head into the back half of this season to make that playoff push? Welcome back to Mic Drop Sports, everybody. I'm Jason. Let's dive in here on a Wednesday and talk about this football team. Who are they? What are they all about? That's the question. Is this team a contender? Is this team a team that can go in and play against anybody? I think the answer to that question has been given to you already. The answer to that test question is yes. The Steelers can play against anybody. Now, are they going to lose a ball game or two here in the back half of the season? Absolutely they are. It's a tough stretch. They're playing a lot of divisional opponents. But this Pittsburgh Steelers team, they know who they are, and they won't adjust. You will see this game this Sunday against the Baltimore Ravens, and the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't going to adjust to go into that game. They are going to be what they are, who they are. They are going to go into this game, even against a Baltimore Ravens run defense that's pretty damn good, and they are going to attempt to run the ball. They are going to attempt to control the line of scrimmage with the run game, the time of possession. And yes, the secondary of the Baltimore Ravens is bad, very bad. And the Pittsburgh Steelers could go out there, hopefully, and throw the ball all over the yard, but they aren't going to adjust who they are. The Steelers and Mike Tomlin know exactly who they are right now. They are not going out there and changing for anyone. They are who they are, and they will continue to do that each and every week. And like I said, you will not see them adjust this week against the Baltimore Ravens in terms of trying to be somebody that they're not. And we talk about that for players each and every single week. Specifically, Najee Harris. What's his goal? To be somebody he's not? No, that's not what he's all about. When is Najee the best? Running like he should. Running like he is who he is. The guy that's a downhill runner. The guy that can bust through the line of scrimmage with acceleration and really attack that second level hard. Downhill type runner. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about Russell Wilson. Don't be somebody you're not. Hand the ball off, throw the ball 25 times a game, hit those big shots and those big moments, and take control of the line of scrimmage. Keep the defense off of the field. That's the formula. Don't be somebody you're not. George Pickens, don't be somebody you're not. Just go out there, play loose, fast, and free. TJ Watt, don't get discouraged because your sack numbers aren't super sky high. Don't get discouraged that you play down in and down out and you're held constantly. And if they would actually call the penalties on TJ Watt, the game wouldn't even progress. It would be penalty after penalty, and we all know that. We all see the game. They gave the Redskins, or the Commanders rather, a gift in the end zone. Why? Because they can't call a penalty on TJ Watt. It'd be every damn play. Every single play, they would probably call a penalty for holding on TJ Watt. Why? Because he is a damn menace. The best defensive player in the league. But now that you're starting to see some guys get healthy, and Nick Herbig, yes, Alex Highsmith will be out for a couple weeks, probably 3 weeks. The injury wasn't as bad. It's a low ankle sprain, according to his dad on Twitter. So 3 weeks usually for an ankle like that. However, you're going to get Herbig. You got Preston Smith in that trade, a guy that is starter capable, that has played a ton of starter minutes in this league. And now you're going to get to see TJ probably move around slightly here and there. And it's not going to be, oh, he's just going to line up here. You're going to see everybody line up normally. And then you're going to see TJ Watt slide and shift and move like a motion play for that defense. You're going to start to see that, guys. I'm telling you now, you're going to see TJ start to be moved around a little bit to start to be a little bit more effective. Why? Because teams focus on him in a big, big way. You're going to start to see Preston, Herbig, and TJ out there all at one time. You're going to start to see some exotic blitzes from guys like Cam Sutton, Beanie Bishop. You're going to start to see some of these things. You're going to start to see this Steelers offense do some different things in terms of their play selections. You're going to see Mike Williams here in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks emerge as this team's true number 2 wide receiver. You're going to see Calvin and Van be there still in the big moments when they aren't being double covered or when they are taking coverage away from George Pickens and Mike Williams, or Mike Williams taking coverage away from George Pickens, allowing him to be one-on-one. You are going to see this tight end room start to be able to do some things that you haven't been able to see as much as you would like, considering their targets are down, their numbers are low. But you are going to start to see some of these things. You're going to start to see the three-headed monster in the backfield with Harris, Warren, and Patterson. You're going to see the line continue to get better. Broderick Jones wasn't bad. Go back and watch the tape. Was he the best lineman on the field? No. Zach Frazier wasn't as rusty as I thought, but he didn't have a good game. But he wasn't as rusty as I thought he would be for being a rookie. Dan Moore Jr. probably played pretty damn good in my eyes. Isaac Seumalo, I thought, played really, really well. I think you saw Mason McCormick have an average game, but yet he is a rookie that played at a low level in college. Considering. Not a low level if you or I were to walk out there, but a low level, not, the top dogs in college football. But Mason McCormick has shown that he can compete and that he can play, and he is going to continue to get better. And you're starting to see this young offensive line really start to take shape, guys. That's going to be here for the next 2, 3, 4 years. You're starting to see the nucleus of a championship football team being built. Do they reach that mountaintop this year? I don't know. Chances are probably not. But hey, you never know when you roll that ball out there each and every single week. Anything can happen, man. I preach it constantly to my youth team. I preach it here on the channel. Any given Sunday, you can make something happen. You can beat anybody. And that gets me back to, who are these Pittsburgh Steelers here in 2024? Who are they? Can they beat the Chiefs? Can they beat the Eagles? Will they beat the Baltimore Ravens? The answer is yes. Each week they got a chance. They got a chance, guys. They aren't going into any game this season for the rest of the year, and you're not going to sit there and say, well, they probably won't win that. The chances are no. You are going to say every week right now as this team sits that they have a damn chance, that it's a 50-50 chance. No matter what, this team is going to be in it. Why? Because they find ways to win. They manufacture wins. They are who they are. They don't change for anybody. They play their game, and that is something for you to be excited about. They do make adjustments during the game. That's why they are a better second half football team than they are in the first half, and that has to be applauding the coaching staff for that, because they do make those adjustments. But this Steelers team knows how to win behind a veteran quarterback, and that's what this team was lacking, the veteran presence of a big-time NFL quarterback, a guy that knows how to win in the big moments. Now you couple that with a good defense, one of the league's best, if not the best, special teams group in the Pittsburgh Steelers, led by Danny Smith, Chris Boswell, Miles Killebrew, and company. And let's not forget Corliss Waitman and his absolute monster consistency so far this season. Coming in when Cam Johnston was injured brutally in Atlanta, but yet has been able to get the job done. We're here, guys. And this game here in Week 11 means so damn much. It means a lot more for the Baltimore Ravens, if you want me to be real about it. Because if the Steelers lose, they are not in as bad a shape as the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens will have a even worse AFC record and an even worse divisional record. And the Pittsburgh Steelers will just be, we can battle back. They won't be crushed by a loss. But will the Steelers win this game? I think the answer might be yes. I do think they split the games with Baltimore. I think that they lose when they go to Baltimore. That's just my theory right now. We'll have to see how this all plays out and how well they actually play the Baltimore Ravens. Is Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry a force to be reckoned with? Absolutely. Phenomenal athletes. Lamar Jackson is a phenomenal athlete. He's just not a championship quarterback in my eyes. I don't think he'll reach the Lombardi trophy to be able to hoist that trophy. I don't think he'll get there. However, I do think the Pittsburgh Steelers know how to play Lamar. They play him very well. He's 1-7 against the Steelers as a starter here as of late, and I think the Pittsburgh Steelers continue that trend, and I think this is a very close ball game, but I think it might come down to whose field goal kicker is better, and I think the answer there we already know this season, and that's Chris Boswell, who's kicking at a monster Hall of Fame type level, if you ask me. And that was what I think decides this football game, guys. All right, we'll be back with the live show tonight here on Mike Drop Sports for the show we like to call Steel City Live. I appreciate you always for stopping through. Make sure you are sharing this show. Make sure you are liking this show. Make sure if you're not subscribed, you are subscribing to our YouTube channel to become part of the best Steelers community on YouTube. And frankly, all across the NFL, we have fans from every team that are in the chat, talking it up each and every night. So make sure you join us day in, day out for your daily dose of NFL football here on Mike Drop Sports. I'm your host, Jason. Until tonight for Steel City Live, peace out, my friends. Have a good one.